Look at this furry little bastard. Small, graceful, purring. But he's ready to wake you up at 3 a.m. just because he's bored. How did it happen that they command us? Why are we forced to serve these furry overlords, buy them the most expensive beds, on which they don't sleep, and obey their every whim? Today we'll dive 50 million years back and figure out how cats went from ancient forests to your cozy apartments, where they terrorize the TV remote and laptop keyboard. Fasten your seatbelts, grab some tea and a blanket, because we're going back in time. Ancient ancestors, Myacids. 50 million years ago, the world looked completely different. Instead of mega cities, wild jungles, instead of Wi Fi, roaring volcanoes, instead of comfortable beds, well, you had to sleep wherever you could. But among all this prehistoric crowd, there was a small animal running around, a myacid. A tiny creature, 30 to 40 centimeters long, without a tail, resembling a cross between a marten, a squirrel, and a hyperactive ferret. Myacids nimbly jumped on trees, ate everything that was slow to escape insects, birds, lizards. They were the ancestors of all modern predators dogs, bears, raccoons, and of course, cats. Yes, your cat and a huge grizzly are distant relatives. And perhaps that is why they are capable of wreaking havoc in your kitchen. The first cats, Proailurus. 20 million years pass, and evolution says, okay, time to improve the design. This is how Proailurus appears, the first real cat. This beast was larger than its predecessors, 60 centimeters in length without a tail, about the size of a small leopard, but with the mood of a house cat that has found your expensive vase. Proailurus was furry, flexible, and loved to climb trees. It could stalk prey for hours, and then change its mind and just sleep for 16 hours straight. That is, he had already mastered the main cat rule. Work? No thanks. Development of the cat family, Pseudolurus. A few million years later, Proailurus evolved into Pseudolurus, the father of all modern cats. This handsome fellow varied in size from 60 centimeters to 1.2 meters. This is not a chihuahua, but a real hunting machine. But then cats are faced with a fateful choice. Option 1. Grow giant saber-toothed fangs and become a super predator that will reign over nature. Option 2. Remain small, cunning, elegant, and perhaps in the future, force people to buy them expensive food and massage their tummy. The saber-toothed chose option 1. They became huge, scary, saved a human cub, and died out. And their smart brothers chose option 2 and quietly hid in the bushes. And guess who lived to the 21st century and is sleeping on your pillow now? The emergence of modern species. Time goes by, cats evolve. Lions and tigers become giants 2 to 3 meters long and declare, "We are the kings of nature." Cheetahs become champion runners. They accelerate to 100 kilometers per hour and think, catch prey? Easy. But small wildcats decided, well, maybe people will catch food for us? This is how the African wildcat Felis libica appears. About 50 centimeters in size, but with a huge plan for life, to become the first cat to live with people. Domestication of cats. Man began to store grain. The grain attracted mice. The mice attracted cats. And the cats were like, oh, a free buffet. People quickly realized, these furry guys are catching pests. Let's not kick them out. So cats domesticated themselves. They just decided that it was convenient to live with people. In ancient Egypt, they were even made sacred creatures. A cat in Egypt equals a VIP, but they always considered themselves as such anyway. Cats in the modern world. Time went on, cats became world famous. Back then, their main job was catching mice and rats, and not damaging human property. Cats began to travel the world. They were taken on ships to catch rats. In the 19th century, people said, let's breed new breeds. This is how Persians, Siamese, Maine Coons appeared. But cats, of course, are like, okay, do what you want. The main thing is to feed them. Cats in the 21st century, internet stars. Today, cats are the kings of the internet. Memes, YouTube, TikTok, they are everywhere. And technology? Smart collars, robot feeders, various toys for cats. From ancient giant predators, cats have reached the level of kings. Nowadays, cats' main task is to make people happy. Of course, they do not always cope with it. Cats have come a long way from ancient predators to our sofas. And let's be honest, they have conquered us. Like, if you think that cats are the secret rulers of the world,